Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Ka kertong MP jong ka seng NPP ka kong Ampareen habakran halor ka jingpen kre jong ka ya ka election kalaong man ki jaka ki bangilet ngiyo i ya ka jingkiw habun kiliang. Kalaong bahaga jingyale ki don ki seng ki badon lang ha ka sorkar ki penyeng kertong ban ya khun ya ka election ka kentu ki pat ba ban Jied ya ka kertong ka ban Kren ya ki mat ki Jura jong ka jala ban Kren halor ki skim baper. Kala benrap da ka baong bakala dei kapor bangin hap ban Kren AA ngadon Hangne kung ka kertong ban Kren ya kini kimat haka jaka ka babiang.
Define anti-incumbency. You have just come through the latest budget presentation by the Honorable Chief Minister. And you still think that we are incumbent? I do not think I have the challenge at all. Everywhere we are going, there is progress and development. I was in Ramrai 7 months back. Horrible condition of road. I went again today or yesterday. There is a perfect road there. Look at our farmers. Look at the groups of farmers that are doing so much better today ever than before. Look at the income generated and livelihood generation of a lot of our programs in the farming sector. They are all indicative that we are progressing. We are looking at numbers of improved livelihoods. This is not something we're just talking about in the air. You go to the location, you'll see that. So where is the anti-incumbency? I do not foresee any anti-incumbency. Now, in the fray, we will have coalition partners who are anyways also fielding their respective candidates. We are all in the same government. Where does the incumbent factor comes? You will say it will come from one source. That same source that has been talking about in anti-incumbency is anyways a source that has been seen not to be willing to discuss this so-called alleged incumbency. You have a perfect place for the discussion of anti-incumbency, and that is in the floor of the House. When you don't come when a matter is raised, where is the question of us responding to any anti-incumbency? To my knowledge, everywhere we are doing better. The health sector, we are doing better. In education, we are doing better. In tourism, we are doing so much better. Job generation, you've just heard the presentation of the Honorable Chief Minister. Are you not believing that? Creation of jobs have happened. Different line departments have conducted fair playing level fields for applicants. What else do you want? Where is the incumbency? You tell me, anti-incumbency comes from where? If you're specific, then we shall respond accordingly.
So do you have an agenda to say that there is anti-incumbency?
I don't know about agendas of individuals or parties. I will not distract myself on what an opponent is saying. If I'm going to be engaging minutely into what an opponent is saying about us, then I will be defeating my whole purpose for contesting these elections. I have a very clear vision for myself. Nothing will distract me. People who will continue to throw stones will continue to throw stones. But I am clear. I am representing a political party which is heading a coalition government. Out of as many candidates that will be likely fielding in this MP election will anyways be our partners. So where does question of a difference of opinion on growth of the state comes? There will be, of course, some who will be there, who will keep shouting at the top of their voices that nothing is getting done. But we are substantiating their allegation with clear verdict and clear numbers and clear indicators. It's up to the people of the state of Meghalaya to decide. Do you want an MP who will fight for the issues of the state once elected to the post of MP? Or do you want to get on into this? It's okay, doesn't matter who goes to Delhi. If you want that to happen also, people will take that choice, no problem. But if you want an MP who will voice for the people of the state, so many of the issues that are fought on streets are actually issues that need to be decided in the center. How often have you heard any debate about these issues that are becoming big problems in our streets from year to year? Have you heard? I don't think we have heard. So I go to the people with a very clear objective. I'm here to voice these issues to the correct channel.
If they sent candidates from other parties, he said that they would only waste their time eating nuts in the parliament. What do you have to say?
Let me not engage and distract my campaign with such irrelevant statements. To me, that is an irrelevant statement. Doesn't really matter what a political party or a representative of a political party thinks. Let's get real. Look at your numbers in the state. Discuss on that note. If that was the case, then shouldn't we actually have a direct link there? Right now, that's what I'm saying. Members of political parties in coalition in the MDA must not just speak because they are being asked to speak. Speak sensibly, no. I will not react to any member saying anything. You may be from a political party, but if you do not have the caliber, the experience, what are you going to say there? And who says I am not experienced and I don't have the caliber? I have proven myself. Now the point is we need to test whether the people of the state of Meghalaya actually want me to go there. Elections are coming up. We'll get to know on the day of the results. It's okay. You see, I am committed to this candidature. I am well versed. I am aware. I am very aware of the losses, the gains that this kind of a candidature may, in effect, produce or result, so to say. My agenda is very simple. I am sacrificing my seat with a bigger purpose in my mind. Understood. People will bounce this statement. Some will take it south, some will take it west, some will take it east. Doesn't really matter. This is what elections is all about. I feel that I am ready to go to Parliament. What will I gain? I have no idea. What will I lose? I have no idea. When you talk about personal. But if you get into such a candidature, are you talking about your personal gain? Who cares about my personal gain or loss? It doesn't really matter to me. Point is the bigger picture. That big ocean there that we need to swim and be heard. And if people of the state of Meghalaya believe that I can swim in that ocean, and that I will not take any act enacted or any decision taken to be compromised at my state, then I will be that voice to speak. It doesn't really matter what is there to gain or what is there to lose. I have been the perfect example. Is a cabinet chair so important that I will forfeit the needs of my state in such a turmoil? When you have seen what is happening everywhere around you, the fears that people have, the stories that are being circulated in the social media, the insecurity that we are feeling, this is all real. Uniform Civil Code is real. CAA is real. Secular protection in the state, in the country is real. Fragile border disputes is real. Trade and communications is real. These are all real issues. If people feel that I can be that one person, I will be willing to give it a shot. Everything else is irrelevant to me at that point of time. Candidates are candidates. Gender of candidates, to me personally, is not an agenda. Doesn't really matter whether you are male or female. My contention here is vote for a person who you have faith will go to the parliament to discuss these issues. Issues of various state departments as well. Centrally funded schemes. Payments not coming on time. NEP and its multiple problems. When was the last time we heard anyone from the state, from one Shillong parliamentary seat, particularly talk about this? I must say that it is time that we look at this, because as a community also we have become more informed. Social media, access to technology is something that is also keeping us at par with many other states. Information is percolating to the public. Point is, I am here to offer my candidature. You are repeating exactly what I have said. Why are these issues being fought on the streets by civil society, when ideally you have an MP who should be projecting and discussing these matters at the right forum? People may choose to go to the street for whatever reason, but at least if it is what is ILP? What is MRSSA? What is improvement of road sectors? What is hand holding for international trade? What is issues of farmers? Minimum support price, inclusion of items from the state in that list. What are all these? These are all not matters of the state. Border issues. These are all pending with Government of India. So shouldn't we be discussing this in the floor of the parliament? I presume that is what we should ideally be doing. I don't know whether this is possible. But if I am given an opportunity, I will find a way in. And I will ask these questions. I may be liked or disliked, it does not matter. What is the language inclusion? Is it a state problem? Central problem. Again, one party standing up and saying, oh, somebody is blocking somebody else's language. This is all immature discussions. Do not get distracted. Voters should not get distracted with immature submissions. Submissions should be fact, should stand ground. And when coalition partners especially go out in this manner and try and win some brownies from the public during an election, very distasteful. Very distasteful. We should associate ourselves with these random statements that people are making. And I believe if you have the right MP in the right position, you will hear Meghalaya's name and fame being discussed more often. We will not need TMC MLA or MP to talk about us. We will not need MPs from other states to discuss us. We will ourselves discuss them. Maybe this is something that I can do.
Not idea. He doesn't acknowledge that it is serious.
What is your view on
Now let me tell you one thing. When you have to depend on information circulated with whatever biasness and been made to look like a life and death threat for communities, that's when the problem comes. And as MP, I will go there and I will listen and I will communicate accordingly to my people. How do you know? You're not there in Parliament. We don't hear. It's hearsay. Whether it's real or not real, how am I supposed to know? Maybe some vested interest has circulated that information to the people in form of a news item. I have not heard. I'm also receiving second-hand information. I think all of us are recipients of second-hand information. Since we are not hearing from the one Shillong parliamentary MP what is actually going on, how do we know what's true or what's not true? Because we are not there. Farmers are now in protest. Why are they protesting? You and I are depending on the media to give us an update information about why our farmers are protesting. But if you're in Parliament, surely you are privy to all that information. And this dissemination of correct information is what an MP should be doing. It should not come from a different source. Why is the Menegra scheme delaying in its, why is it delayed in its implementation in our state? Why is there this backlog of payment? What are the confusions? Is it not the MP that should be finding out and also telling people, or what do you think? Ministers of the state should not be concerning themselves with these issues. If there was a correct connection between ministers of the state, chief minister of the state, MP, everybody works together on the same platform. A multi-pronged access of information. Right now, are we having it? We don't know. At least I don't have that information. If somebody else has better information than me, then we should share that information. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't know. I don't even know. But by going there myself, surely I'll know better. Talk about this matter. Bring this bridge, which is so long now dilapidated. We have no bridge with the centre, except for Jura seat and the Rajya Sabha. One Shillong parliamentary does not have the bridge. It is in a dilapidated condition. We need to correct this. And what other people and other parties are saying, they have a right to say. How can you question a member of another political party making a statement and telling him not to make? Of course they have a right. Point is, let it be as close to truth as possible. That is what I feel we can do. And maybe I can do that. No regrets about my candidature.
Citizen first is our motto. We believe that our citizens need to be connected with government for faster and efficient service delivery. I am happy to announce that we are coming up with a dedicated CM helpline call center.